So come please into a seated position. We can take ourselves into a cross-legged seat. You could take the knees back behind if you prefer. And you're also welcome to sort of sit up on a chair if you prefer to do that. So what we're taking to begin class today is a breath called Kapalabhati. And it's about really firing up the center, firing up the core, so you feel quite warm when we start class. So what it is it's a focus on the exhalation. You don't really worry too much about the inhale. And what happens on the exhalation is that as you breathe out through the nose, you pump your belly button back and it expels all the air in the belly. Then you don't inhale because the diaphragm actually will naturally pull back down, and as it does, it will pull breath into your body. So you'll do 30 repetitions, but we'll just do 10 slow ones to get ourselves started, to get you a feeling for it. So start actually with your mouth open, please. Take quite a nice, slow, smooth breath in. And then breathe out through your mouth like you're saying ha repetitively. Keep doing that, and as you do that, pump your belly button back, almost like your belly is a trampoline. Now keep doing that and close your mouth. Breathe out smoothly. So that final stage with the breath out through the nose is Kapalabhati. We're going to do 3 rounds of it. It'll be about 30 repetitions. And don't worry about whether you're faster or slower than me. So let's take it together. Inhale. Breathe out. Then 2 more times, breathe in smoothly. One more time. Breathe out. Now stay here. Just gently remove the block if that's what you're using. Place it to the side. We'll need it again in a moment. And bring yourself into a Z sit. One leg is forward, one leg is bent back behind you. Take the hands out to the side, breathe in. Bend it away to the side as you breathe out. Just hold it here. Feel those side ribs expand, almost like you're trying to fan them open, and stretch the fingertips a little further. Beautiful. Come up through the center. Inhale, keep the legs. Go to the other side. Exhale, fan. And feel the side ribs open. Now your intention here is to keep from the hip to the waist completely still. And just turn from your sternum and your nose so that your heart faces down towards the shin below you. Now stay here. Keep stretching the hand away. And we almost do like a bit of a cat-cow. Lift the chin, look up, reach the fingertips to the top corner of the room. Then as you exhale, tuck the chin and curl back through the belly button down towards the shin below you. Do that 3 more times. Look up, reach up. We're really trying to stretch and open the side body breath here. And as you exhale, curl, look down to the shin, curl underneath you. Just 2 more in your own time. Inhale, move from heart, nose, top corner. And then take them back down, heart, nose, down to the shin below you. Last one like that, heart nose, top corner. Curl to the shin below you. Please rise up, release that hand, and then swap the legs to the other side. Inhale, hands lift. Exhale, side bend. Hold it here. Feel again those side ribs span open. Good, and we're really hoping to sort of free up around this thoracic area because that starts to free the breath. Rise up through center. Change the hands, bend the other way. Stay here. Again, feel that hip to rib stays in a side bend. And then the sternum and the nose twist down towards the shin. Feel those top fingertips really stretch away a lot. And then you do a cat-cow in this position. Reach the eye gaze, the sternum, the fingertips to the top corner. And as you exhale, really curl the tailbone under, draw the navel back, heart and nose down towards the shin. 3 more, inhale, lift up. Exhale, curl under. 2 more, inhale, lift up. Exhale, curl under. Last one, inhale, lift up. Exhale, curl under. And then come up through the center here. Check that you've got 1 or 2 blocks ready as you step straight back into downward facing dog. Good, feel free to pedal this out. When you pedal though, check that there's a mindfulness to the movements. That, you know, if you're moving through the heels, you need that in the calves. And if you're moving through the hips, you need that in the hips. Take a nice long, slow breath in here. Maintain the exhale. Now step your right foot up to the top of your mat, please. And check that the foot goes all the way up between the hands. If it doesn't make it, help it. Put the back knee down. Grab your blocks. Push them into the shin into the mat beside you. And use them to get yourself a little bit of lift here. So as you push down through the blocks, they help you lift the chest up, back and away, while you're really extending the hips deeply. Now if it's hard for you to get a deep lunge here, notice, have I actually lunged the legs long enough? One more breath in. Slow breath out. Place the blocks off to the side. Slide the back knee in. Both legs are forward. Inhale, lift. As you exhale, roll the pelvis under. Curl back halfway. Bring both fists into the chest. Inhale. Turn and twist towards the front of the room. Exhale. Now turn from that rib line. Inhale, center. Hips stay where they are. Turn the other way. Exhale. You've got 4 more of these. Center and twist. Center and twist. 2 more. Center and twist. Last one. Center and twist. Come to the top of the mat. This time left foot stays forward, step the right leg back, come into that lunge with the 2 blocks again. So what we're trying to do here is release ribs, then release hips. Release ribs, then release hips. Because there's a lot of connection between the 2 points. And it can play a big role in how our core works and how our breath works. Good, blocks to the side. Step back to downward facing dog, please. And now step the right leg forward again into your lunge. Same thing with the blocks. This time you keep the back knee lifted. You're aiming for a very long and low lunge. Notice if it feels pretty short, like if you look down and your heel's way back behind the knee, can you step it forward, get it right out beyond the knee? For 3. Feel the back knee zip up, the top ribs draw back. For 2. Last breath. Look forward. Again, slide the back knee up. Come to seated. Both hands forward, big breath in. Curl the pelvis and roll back halfway. Feel a beautiful big funnel shape through the front body. You actually feel like the tailbone's curling up and under. Now inhale, just open the right hand. Try and touch the mat behind you. And exhale, bring the hands together. Go the other way. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 3 more. Inhale into the side rib. Close, squeeze, lift pelvic floor. 2 more. Relax the shoulders, curl the tailbone more. Squeeze pelvic floor. Last one. And close. Come up. Again, left foot forward, right leg big lunge back, and use your blocks. If you've just got one block, put it sort of underneath you. If you've got the 2 blocks, push into them a lot. Back knee really drops, ribs draw back. 2 more breaths here. Check the back heel, the back knee are super active. And gently rise, blocks to the side, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Step the right leg forward again. Last set. Put the back knee down just for a moment to place the block somewhere really supportive. Untuck the back foot so the toes pointing down. So if you've got 2 blocks, they're going to be straight under the shoulders or close to. If you've got 1 block, bring it right underneath the front belly. Good. So the top toe stays untucked, it's stretched out behind. Feel here that you scissor both thighs up into the hips. Now if your lunge is too short, this is really going to hurt your ankle, so make sure you've got a very long lunge. Push into the support you've got, breathe in. Breathe out, zip that back knee up off the mat. We're here for 5. Push into the hands a lot. Thigh bones draw up into the pelvis for 3. If you're cruising, if you can feel that there's a lot of pelvic girdle support, there's not too much pressure on the ankle, you can put the hands to the thigh instead. Last breath. Release it down. Slide the back knee in. Rest on 2 tippy toes here. This time the spine stays straight as we reach both hands up to the corner in front of us. Feel a very big zip up through the pelvic floor. Extend one leg, inhale, and place it, exhale. Extend, inhale. Place it, exhale. For 6, try and keep the spine straight so that what is forced here as you extend the legs is a little bit of strengthening around the hip flexor and the quad. For 4, sorry, that was 3, last 2. Last one, lift the leg up, hold it there. Take a big breath in. If it's available, more pelvic floor, lift the other leg for 5. 4, keep squeezing quads, hip flexors. We're trying to strengthen them here for 2. Last one, gently release. back, put the knee down, and bring the blocks in. Good. Push into those blocks a lot. Check that the back leg is pointed. Thigh bones plug up, almost like they plug into the hip socket. Pelvic floor lifts and you lift the back knee. Four more breaths. If you can feel that you've got the pelvic strength, you've got the zipping up of the thigh muscles and you're lifted off the back ankle, it's okay to go hands to front thigh. Last breath in. Please release it down. Blocks to the side. Downward facing dog. And just take 4 or 5 breaths here. Notice any changes around the hips or the lungs. Please now lower to kneeling and take cat-cow. Look up on the inhale. Curl under, exhale. Look up, inhale. Curl under, exhale. Just 3 or 4 more, noticing your spine, again your hips, your breath in space. Just one little more sequence here. Slide your right leg back and turn to the side into gate pose. It looks like a kneeling side plank. Hold it, stretch a little further from fingers to toes. You can flare up the top ribs. Take a nice big breath in. Now keep the right foot on the mat as you place the hand down and keep the left leg back into 3-legged dog. Hold it here. See if you can peel the heel a little higher, extend the hip crease back a little further. Now draw that left heel over towards the right butt cheek, and as you feel ready, slowly let it tip until you come into a flash dance. Hold it here, keep spiraling the right elbow towards the top of your mat, the right shoulder onto your back, big breath. Please turn this into side plank for 3, for 2, last breath. Both hands to the mat, move forward, high plank to chaturanga, back bend, downward facing dog. Now return to kneeling. And let's do the other side. Lengthen the left leg away, right hand overhead. Couple of breaths here. A lot of focus on this side rib breath space. Keep the left foot down. Left hand places, right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Hold it here. Draw the heel up and over to the opposite butt cheek and the inner thigh higher. Last breath. Please let that heel drop behind you, come into your flash stance, long from fingers to toes, spiraling the left armpit forward. Now make this side plank for 3, 2, dog, please. Step, jump or walk calmly to the top of the mat. Feet just outside the shoulders. Take Uttanasana, your forward fold. And just linger here. Notice breath quality. Please roll slowly all the way to standing. Hands in Anjali Mudra. Please close the eyes. One Om together. Inhale. Om.